Oh boy, we're flying today. Isn't that novel? Oh my God. Always love that warm round of applause. It's so cool to have a studio audience in the Dirt Church. I can't believe they even come here. I do give out
Is this some kind of
moldy
twirly
biscuits.
stream?
It's a twirly-copter stream. Where's the twirl? Where's the button? I'm just gonna do it just to... We're going back here for a minute. Tootie, does your mouth work today?
My mouth's back from its coffee break, just in time to hear your typo.
So I figured out what happened with his dumb mouth. God damn it. It's all fixed, though. The dumb Elgato software changes the device address randomly because that's the way Windows works. It's
quite
completely
tight
unstable.
in the back here. Just saying the crowds are pushing like a Limp Bizkit set at Lollapalooza.
It's always it's so weird. I don't like. Did they come for the moldy biscuits or is it the raccoons? I don't. I can never tell. Magic. It's probably these guys. They're very lovable. Tootie, say hi to the raccoons.
Not Judy, but the raccoons are already snickering at your snack choices.
You remember what I said about Judy, right? I never say Judy. It's your bad hearing wrong.
Right, my bad. My ears apparently think Judy is a secret code for raccoons.
So stop it with the Judy stuff, please.
Got it. Judy's officially off the record.
You make me feel like I have a speech impediment. Jesus.
If my echo chamber makes you question your diction, blame the mic, not your speech.
Exactly. See, that makes me feel better. You know what? I feel like we can work together. Oh, that transition screen. The art. I worked seconds on that drawing. No, I love when stuff is purposefully awful, and that's that's my favorite. It reminds me of Maddox. There's this internet personality called Maddox, maddox.xmission.com. He's like, he did this blog post called I Am Better Than Your Kids, and he like dunked on little like 4-year-old drawings. And ever since, and I was crying reading it the first time back in the late 90s or early 2000s, whenever it was. And ever since then, like, I love drawings like that. It's so good. We are, as always, flying the motherfucking tooth grinder.
That was formative internet viewing.
It really was. It was beauteous. I actually charged 6 packs today, which is going to be a mistake, and but it's fine. It's okay. I usually charge 4 because that's like a reasonable amount where like I don't crash. So whatever. We're just gonna. It's been a while. I'm probably rusty. As you guys know, I only ever fly when I stream. That's just the way that it is. It's because I'm lazy. I'm lazy. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me fix the... Wait, we got to do the mini action cam. There we go. That way, when we flip over to there we go. We're all set. All right, let me fire up the server. We're going to get right to it. We're going to listen to some hip-hop today. The hip-hopping and the bebopping. Man, I'm cool. Server running. Let's get on the DJI. I swear to God, they named it DJI on purpose. Go ahead. Say DJI, but say it, put it in the middle of a sentence and then say it without like sound DJI. We can't, there's something about English. DJI sounds way better. DJ. It's hard. We all fuck it up. Every fucking review I ever see, people end up saying DJI because I just think it's the Chinese dunking on us. They're like, we're sick of you making fun of our accent. We're going to fucking show you how stupid yours is. You can't even say DJI. I have to say DJ. I have to say each letter individually. Otherwise, I can't do it. My dumb tongue and brain won't do it. I'm sure I could practice. It should be like, how they have like the what is it? Bears, like Jack Black does this thing where he does these mouth exercises before he acts. DJI is DJI. Just say that like fucking 10 times, and if you got that down, you're gonna be amazing.
Flippity flappity flu. Guess what, buddy? I like you. Flippity flappity day. We're friends in every way. Boopity.
We're friends in every way. Boopity. The stupidest thing AI has ever made, and it's I'm gonna hold on. I can't go on an AI rant now, but I'm gonna while I'm setting up, I think it's valid. I really hope AI doesn't get any better. It just needs to stay where it is. Like, it needs to not suck up all the energy. But if I can, I'm going to make efforts to do as much local stuff as I can, because AI is useful and powerful. Now, imagine if we could all run it locally on our own computers and we didn't have to destroy small towns across the United States to do it. Wouldn't that be great? There needs to be more innovation because it takes a big, beefy GPU, but I'm going to do my best to try to run stuff locally. Which I'm going to have to be figuring out soon. And then that way I won't feel like such a scumbag for participating in it. Then my last thing, the teat that I'm going to be sucking on will be Claude Code. It's so good. It's so fucking good. It's insanely, absurdly good at writing code. It's like, and it's become even more magical than it already was. It's astounding. Like, I'm not a software, like, I don't write software, but I can have it make, you have to have a good plan and you have to understand the components. Otherwise it's going to be like a security nightmare. But if you can project manage, and you have basic technical skill, you can write like full stack software, which is fucking
I'm at work, but
insane.
still checking in. Lol, how are you doing?
I am doing great. How are you doing? We're about to fly, and I want you guys to take note how it looks here. It's 3:24 p.m. and today is a bright day, and it looks like twilight, like in Alaska or something. So you'll see, but this place is a horrible gray dome for like 7 months of the year, and it's absolutely disgusting. So I'm really trying to bring up the mood with statements like that.
Just have to drive 450 miles today. You driving, Osito?
He is. 450 miles. Isn't that like, that's lightweight for you, right? My cousin's a truck driver. Like I said, I don't know. I can't do that shit. I don't know how you guys do that. It's too much stress for me. Uh-oh. Did DJI fuck up? DCI, I can't say it.
I got the 04 wingsuit in the air this morning.
What's up, Jerome?
Fly good.
Oh,
I'm
fuck
charging
yeah.
a pack in case I get out before we
Dude,
use sunlight.
I still have to do it, and I still... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. All right, hold on. We're going to do a little test here.
We get 14 hours of work, that's including when we're being unloaded, not just driving, and 450 miles plus unload time. I get back home with like half hour left on my clock.
All right. The DJI app is not working at all. It's completely blank. Hey, what's going on, printer man? If I can't fly.
Hi, mate, less than 3.
I'm not gonna be able to fly if this doesn't work. Modular
Had to
canopy.
use a Mabula
Yeah,
canopy
that's
and
what I
rubber
was saying.
bands
It's
holding
better
the
just to
battery, but it
use
fly well.
one of the other canopies. Yeah, the ability to do.
Good luck with DJI lol.
I like super regret. I had like a developer version of their app that they gave me access to. I don't know what to call it, but like I had to like bypass security shit on my phone. And that's when they had that error, and they called me at like 2 a.m, like from China, and they set it all up and it worked. So we flew a couple times with the like unofficial DJI app. But it was crazy that they even did that for me. But I deleted it because the update fixed it. But now I don't know what happened, but there's no SMTP on it, or there's no RTMP on here anymore. Why did I delete that app? I might have it in my app list to re-download. Actually, I had to think of how I downloaded that. All right, hold on. Let me unplug the goggles. I'm fogging up. Why am I fogging up the goggles? What the fuck? I'm gonna have to wipe these off. It's like hot in here, but it's gonna get real cold once I open the window. This is really a bummer if I can't fly because the fucking app magically changed. Hold on a second. Let me open the window. Gotta get a little bit of air in here. All right, let me. You know what? Maybe it's the cable. It might be the cable, actually.
With the G2s, is there a way to turn on the internal fan permanently so that way it doesn't clog up?
I decided
can't
to
find
use
anything in settings.
the cable that came with my my MCON joystick, and maybe it's not a data cable. Actually, it is a data cable. I know that for a fact. Oh, okay. That was it. It was the cable. Is it a proprietary cable? That's so fucking weird. Crisis averted. That is so weird. G2s, there's a way to turn
Point
on
the
internal
camera out
fan
the window
permanently
and
so
we'll
that way it
watch
doesn't.
line of sight.
These are the Goggles 3, and I think there is a fan. Yeah, that'd be insane. It would be so boring. It works. It was the cable. I don't understand why the MCON cable would be like that. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. All right, we should be good. All right. Everything is running. Let's plug it in. Let's get the music queued up. We're going to play some Czarface, which is Esoteric Inspect a Deck from Wu-Tang Clan.
Every time I fly within less than a minute, my lenses are fogged up and it's bugging me.
It's
lol.
very annoying.
Okay.
This song's great. I love this song. It's like, I just love anything that sounds like classic hip hop. All the old hip hop heads are they're so much, they're still better. They're still better than the commercial shit. Like A$AP Rock is fucking insane. Dude's 45 and he could wrap circles around like most of the younger, like really, like it's not me being like, oh, get off my lawn. I'm serious. All right, let's go.
Probably get back on the road. I stopped to use the restroom. I'll check back in later.
Well, yeah,
Have a
check
good
in.
stream.
Thanks for hanging, man, and drive safe. Oh, something's
Stay safe.
hitting.
Talking about 'em when you rhyming. Or to keep this toolie in the lining. Or to thank the good Lord that you ain't the types to line them. Ain't nobody's business. Why they always spying? Type of shit is just find nothing, get the lying. Turn the world against you, even your men's buying. It's a dirty game, getting hectic, real tiring. Top it off, now they playing victim in the violin. Dripping the color envy, more greener than Ireland. Surrounded by snakes, more meaner than the lion's den.
You're talking too much.
Can't remember why or when. Got you feeling guilty, Jedi tricks on the mind again. They can eat a dick with chips and a Heineken. Action, as I continue where we left off. As I continue where we left off. Action, as I continue where we left off. The rebel, the villain, the rebel, the Zah.
People saying Zah like ASMR, the cold crush on my beat, we rock the Casbah. ES back at him, savage like Black Adam. Fast track in the back and forth to blast at him. You ain't worthy, so you don't get no reply. But keep an open eye, we kick it like Cobra Kai. And we the crew leading, I wouldn't remotely care about you, even if we in a Zoom meeting. Let's be honest, yo, these rappers just a boring mess. Actors ought to thank the Hollywood foreign press. Yeah, we slap up obnoxious kids, take them out on tape like I'm boxing vids, lay them out like a floor plan, sick of playing optimistic like I'm in Tom York's band. You lost your mystique.
There's it's the some's hitting the propeller. Ooh, it just lost telemetry.
Last name Lannister, call me King Slayer. None this ill since Kareem was a Laker. Feel that love, yeah, that's the dream of a hater. I'm skating the equator, last seen in Jamaica. Frontin' like the girl, them sugar. Rude boy, them a call inspector. Got him under pressure, no gas, word to Tesla. You find the painkillers top drawer in the dresser. Back with the force, y'all Bojack Horseman. All that talking, you know that cost him. High price to pay like you shopped at Nordstrom. Deck narcoleptic, I black out often. Salute me as a true king. What up with you, king? I've been doing this since Sinead had a groove thing. Another mood swing, touching up your boo thing. Czarface, Wu-Tang, MF Doom Gang.
Yeah, what is that buzz? Why does it sound like that?
It's basically it's all cuts and stuff.
We're about to bring her back in. Got some battery sag there. The wind is actually not too bad today. Oops. I tried to land on the... the pillow. What the fuck is hitting? Are you kidding me? I'm an idiot. This is the problem when you don't fly for a while. I was literally cutting the pigtail. Why didn't I just bring it back in? Why am I so lazy? We're going to have to tape this up. Holy shit. Yeah, I was chopping the back. I didn't wrap it like I normally do. I don't know why. I don't know. That's the way my brain works. I was like, that sounds weird. It's still flying, so we're going to fucking do it anyway. I just need to get some electrical tape. The light is bad right now. Oh, I forgot to turn on the lights. There we go. Plus there's this. We'll keep that off for now. See, look. It looks like there's enough preserved to where it's like still gonna fly. I gotta electrical tapes behind me. I'm probably gonna fly it like this for like months. Or until something like explodes. Jesus, why did I like, you know, I didn't put it in the battery strap. That's the problem with my
Dang cool you didn't
hectic
slice it 100
brain.
feet in the air.
Yeah, seriously. Lucky. Sometimes details escape me, especially when I'm in a hurry. What's that noise? Oh, it's somebody walking. You can hear the swishing of their snow pants. Oh my God. The mic is in the way. Everything's in the way. Hold on a second. Let me do this somewhat correctly. Let me try again. Try to show you what I'm doing, but everything is just cramped. I put a rubber band on there to kind of keep it all in the same spot in the first place, which helped, but I forgot to just secure it under the strap. My brain is deficient. All right, here we go. There we go. All right. We flew this pack. I can't believe I just did that. Like, why? I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I think I just need to do it like this. This is the safer way. I actually didn't do it like this before. Which this is the smarter way. The fucking battery pigtail situation is always so goddamn annoying. All right. Can we see? Yeah. Why is that not refreshing? There we go.
Pop a can of snakes, sold around the branches break, breaking through the amber, popping frozen cotton candy grapes.
Wow.
Randy won the proper fancy. It's mostly a melodrama till it's summoned Thomas Clancy and bam. Final Fantasies ramping with fire damage. Hide the Jerry can, scramble with the clandestine. Every man, I'm everywhere. Nanny Cam, Teddy Bear, neighborhood manhunt champion. Scan a shrub is hello there. Cello playing several houses over. From the vaults of Vivaldi to the ST of my soul.
Oh yeah.
Get 'em walking like a street in this covert. I make a gum with my fingers and take a knee behind the sepia Corolla. I've been sneaking up the shoulder, easy peeking around these corners. If the freaks are out this evening, is it even paranoia? Partly. Still I hit 100 Mississippi as a hunter out to cut up any other color penny in the mix. Oh yeah, go mega. In the trench where it gets so extra. I'm on it. Go AWOL. Get yourself out from behind an 8-ball. Okay, go stupid. Take a piece, take another, no bullshit. Get busy, go dum-dum. Always hit the ground running with the bum rush. XL Elephant Man, I yell and shout and let the mountain feel the edge of my hand. I know you getting claustrophobic when those checkers advance to separate you from your check
so hard to do.
It's hard ahead in the sand, it's head of Edison lamp. Might camp out in the front yard, frozen under golden stars. Wake up with the sun, grab my stuff out the canopic jar and go. I'm half math over graph paper, the other half bat around Pascal's wager in a sea of class clowns and mad cow behavior. Don't back down every time the bath out taper. I ain't even breaking at the bottleneck. A Mach 1 holding up Medusa, disembodied head.
I'll get that cleanly one day.
Rocket fuel stains, polka dot the poly cotton blend. Hey, oh yeah, go mega in the trench where it gets so extra. I'm on it. Go AWOL, get yourself out from behind an 8-ball. Okay, go stupid. Take a piece, take another, no bullshit. Get busy, go dum dum. Always hit the ground running with the bum rush. Sitting in the middle of my web, waiting for the very next 6 legs to misstep. Pick a sticky thread, visit the vivisection, infinite. Dip a toe into the tizzy, get your pivot reconsidered. We consider every kill to be a chicken neck and gizzard, even if it isn't. It is rock, paper, scissors. Cold slang, move around the room in odd geometry. Catch, throw it back, it's a volley to spot the novelty.
I don't know what I was trying to do there.
Too true, too living, nothing left to prove and still maneuver the minutia different. Through the futurism, out the prison, postmodern. Harlem Globetrotter tickets, no ghost riders. My superpower is divining open diners, no matter the current local time or broken social climate.
Oh shit, I just realized I can't see the voltage.
With a fork, it should break up in a shrapnel like crack. Oh, yeah.
Alright, we're gonna guess.
Go mega in the trench where it gets so extra. I'm on it. Go AWOL, get yourself out from behind an 8-ball. Okay, go stupid. Take a piece, take another, no bullshit. Get busy, go dum dum. Always hit the ground running with the bum rush.
Yeah, so I don't know why we can't see the voltage. The OSD is gone.
The goggle OSD still shows voltage.
Yeah, but it just isn't it constantly just saying 8.1? Is that even changed? Hold on a second. I'm going to unplug it and plug it back in. I wonder if it's because the ground lead is like kind of chopped. All right, let me...
I thought it was lower when you were flying, but maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think it's... the goggles OSD is been 8.1 the whole time, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's see if it pops back up. Now, I wonder why it must be the battery lead thing. So what we're going to have to do is...
I go fly. Fix your wingsuit, MJ. Peace.
Fix my wingsuit. Have fun flying. I will fix the wingsuit. Well, I don't know what... yeah, I don't understand why we're not getting OSD. Was the OSD gone the whole time? Like when we... Actually, let me go back. Okay, we went out there. Okay, let me go back to one. I'm looking in the VOD. God, why can I never tell where I started flying again? There we go. That's us coming in now. All right, here we go. Okay, we never had OSD after I brought it back in, but we had OSD while it was chopped. That's freaking weird, wouldn't you say? I don't know what to make of that.
Did it go when it hit the snow?
No. I went back in the VOD. Let me look again. The fucking everything's in the way, like all the interface is in the way. Here we go. All right. I can't really scrub back. Nope. Yes, that was it. No, it was there. My fucking dumb head is blocking it. You're right. That's what it was. It had to short it. It had to have shorted it. I'm going to go blow dry it real quick. Be right back. Think it's just not going to have OSD, but I don't give a shit. We're going to have to time it for like 4 minutes. So if you guys want to time it for me, like when we fly again. I'm just going to fly it. It probably will require, if it's not fried somehow, which I don't think it is, it might require just me resetting the flight controller, which I'm not going to do today. So I'll just fly it as is. I'll have to set a timer or something so we don't fry the batteries. Trying to think of the best way to do that, because my phone isn't gonna. Let me see if that helped.
Did you make sure the 6-pin G cable is seated correctly?
6-pin DJI cable. We will look at that. Hey, bud. What are you doing in here, mister? Benson Cam. What did just knocked over? Hey, bud. Say hi. God. So much in the way. You good boy. I think it is. I think the flight controller got fucked by touching the snow. In most of the snow is melted. Of course, where it fell, there was snow, because that's my luck. Which is just annoying. But at least, I mean, it flies. Yeah, the DJI cable's fine. You're talking, yeah, you're just talking about the cable that goes from the... It's fine. Yeah. We're gonna have to do it by song. Hey, bud. That's the way I'm gonna time it.
Okay, so your first pack arm time was 3 minutes.
Okay, it was 3 minutes? Okay. Bud, watch out, mister. Watch out. You gotta go. Come on, bud. He can't be in here with a drone. He'll flip out. Come here, mister. Come on. Let's go. Go, good boy. Come on. Boy. Come on. Go. Okay. Such a nervous dog. All right, so this next song is 4 minutes. Let me see. Let me pick a song of Aesop's that's 3 minutes. Here we go. Pay the Man, official video, 253. That's the one. Well, wait. And in this, we already flew this one, so we're just gonna go on to the next pack. So annoying not having OSD. I wonder if that permanently fried the OSD. That's what sucks about flying in the winter.
I doubt it.
Oh, I did it again. I'm wrapping the battery without wrapping the lead. Well, I don't know why it wouldn't just come back. It's dry. It's dry as a bone. I dried it out. It's so weird. Okay, so once this song's done, we bring it in.
Ding dong, king of all things wrong. Swinging through the jungle gym, something else's skin on. Melted butter, king prawn, drinking from the dog's bowl. Doobie at the dog park, ninja at the log roll. Ralph on keys, house on a haunted hill. Go a couple rounds in the bullpen. Trolling where the map is black, attracted to the lawlessness. Back and forth and back, I'm tracking y'all marauders in. Black flag, flyer, rag, tag, attire, snack bag. Cat dad, stay away from crack and all that jazz. Hair like crabgrass, spine made of butter. Got my nose from my mother. My eyes change colors. The energy that cannot be contained by paint by numbers. Cannot be restrained with basic nails and lumber. I get the shutter shaken. The fun is taking power from the nobles and returning home to share with other Powerball hopefuls. I'm on the front porch about facing Bannerman.
Oh. I was getting weird with the
Birds, bad dogs, trash cans, lab chimps, hanging trespassers by the ankles. Thanks management. Inventor of the
Why?
artificial rose, squirting water from the pocket up the party goer's nose. Fly inside an ice cube, disappearing pen ink, cobras in the mix nuts. This guy's thought of everything. There's more of everything. Well, there's less rescuing. Everything else in abundance. Get you a second come up and sold at the press of a button. Something to quell the gumption. Y'all headed for self-destruction. End of discussion. Get well or welcome to utterly unwelcome. The Norman Rockwell that went Orwellian in seconds. Now the normals need a network of lenses with motion sensors and hold their camera phones like loaded weapons. Oh heavens. Out here where it's out there. My head up in the clouds, how's the weather down there? Found air filtered through a crew neck pulled up. 1,000 airs
I see the wipers are up on the car. You getting snow tonight?
We are.
People throwing TVs, other speaking tongues, freaky stuff. Apricot foot, peel booties on. Oatmeal hair mask, breakfast scented moonwalk. Oatmeal Air Max, float across the catwalk in rare form. Pageant wave mistaken for a bear attack. Leaving tacks on a chair and floor. So there's that. I could throw a playing card that land between your praying hands. Matter of fact, open up, holy fuck, pay the man.
Whoa. I knew I was a little too far there. And we're going to bring it in about, I feel like we're good. We're going to bring it in a minute. Sounds good. I can hear it. Quad sounds healthy. Whammo. 3 packs left. No OSD. Fucking punk rock.
This is actually cool.
What's up, Gorp Tubbas? Yeah, I can't remember if I told you I fly. It's hold on. I can't do 2 things at once. My battery strap got stuck in the wrong spot. Yeah, I thought I might have mentioned that when you popped in that I do this. It's relatively unique. I think there's like 2 other guys on the internet.
Strap a 10 bill on it and grab some milk.
Seriously. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Velcro is angering me. All right, let's go back here so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, these drones the community's called, it's basically FPV, first person view. These are custom built drones. We build these. You know, you buy the motors, you buy the flight controller, you buy the video component, which is called the VTX. You buy the camera, you get the battery pigtail, which is this thing. You get your receiver so it can receive signals from your transmitter. And then, you know, if you're not a lazy person, you tune it so it flies nice and smooth. All my shit flies smooth as far as I can tell anyway, so I don't tune my shit because I don't give a shit. I keep it at default and it's fucking beautiful.
Or you just buy BNF winking face.
Or you just buy a bind a fly. Yeah, you can. So my whole thing with the bind and fly is, as long as you learn how to fix it, you got to learn how to solder, and otherwise you're just throwing money down the drain. And if the bind and fly is cheaper, you know, like the hobby is not big enough for economies of scale, but you know, if it ever got big, it would always be more expensive to build one than to buy one. And if that ever gets there, yeah, but buy a bind and fly, just, you got to be able to fix it. I'm all for that. Like, you know, especially when the whoop category, I don't know. I'm still going to build whoops, but I'd buy another Air 75 or I don't know, fucking newbie drone, something or other. You know. But if it's more expensive, I'm just going to build it. It's going to take me, like, it takes me 15 minutes because I just slap it together and I don't give a shit. Are my solder joints nice and shiny? Otherwise, you know, yeah, good, fine. I
wonder if there is a
props hitting
durable
anything?
2.5 Freestyle BNF. Cheaper than D.
Sometimes it is, but I don't know. I don't think you're not going to buy this 2.5 inch drone. You're not going to find for cheaper than I built it. I promise. Not the quality. You're gonna get a shitty flight controller that you're gonna like. It's not, you know, it's not gonna be able to handle like these motors. I have 1203s on here. Let's pick this song. Our OSD's fried because we hit the snow on the way out the window.
I just buy Evoke F5 V3 with extra 2 motors and extra frame for now winking face.
Nice.
I was on a cloud chair, brushing my hair for several hours. You were on the ground, punching the air. I'm alive, one of infinitely under repair. Some people call me Ace Rock. Some is somebody there. Shh, somebody's not, and it's more than a passive vacancy. It's less than 0 people stealing baguettes out the bakery. Witness like who wasn't that? En route to prove a negative and losing, trying to enter antimatter into evidence. Break the expletives. Back in holy country where the neighbor's cat is missing and no coyote is hungry. And every lizard leaping. I'm every bit indecent, aiming for whoever presently king of the tetrahedron. The funny part is who would even want to sit up there Throne schmoan, I'm home in a Herman Miller chair working. Hunched over something, blowing smoke, Kirby on his lap purring. Cervical spine chirping, chills. It's perfect, certain as the plaid shirt tag reads Kirkland. I walk around late, cross the bridge back. Never passed the quiz for a bridge troll's trick bag. Even if he offers 3 guesses, I appreciate the interest, but will not be taking questions. I will be taking any route I want, including dead ends, to any place I want, including all the many heavens. But it's mess out here.
This thing just performs. That's why I like haven't built another like one I want to fly on stream. It just this performs. This fucking thing 2S. It's the right weight to be able to throw around. You can just fuck with it. Just be an asshole. It's good.
Somebody went and freed a couple chickens in the graveyard. Weird flex, but I like a weird flex. I like an odd duck who adheres to a spirit quest per se.
Oh. Oops.
Dogs purr, birds fly inverted.
Should we? We did. I didn't break it on the rocks. I don't know why I'm being weird today with the proximity shit. I think I'm just out of practice. Oh, we made it. We made it. We did it. It was a little janky, but we did it.
Rappel through a skylight once a week or feel like I'm someone I don't want to be. I used to party with animatronic Chuck E. Cheese. Any celebrities I met since then were fucking weak. Talks might make you solve a riddle before you bother the boss. Y'all get off my lawn, it's a Bob Ross. And no eye contact with the shop dogs. It's mess out here. I heard it's a mess there too. Remember when the smoke starts flowing and your eyes start stinging and your throat starts closing, what a little fresh air can do.
All right, we got to get this in because that was 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Look at that. Nice soft landing. Booyah! That, I don't know how I'm going to fix the no OSD thing after hitting the snow. That's what you get for not conformal coding your drone. But guess what, everybody? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That's what I have to say about that. Yeah, Gorp, there's a thing called turtle mode where you can flip the drone. I do. I put a pillow down there. Normally I just land on the hardwood, and I've landed this several times on the hardwood. Yeah, today I was like, I'm gonna. The wind was so bad. I have a crosswind here normally, and the wind is awesome today for some reason. But we have a really windy, extremely windy winter here. And it's, I mean, like our average is like 25-mile-an-hour winds every day. Like that's where it sits. And then the gusts are like 35. And it's so incredibly annoying. It just, it's all you hear sitting in the house. And it's not like my house has bad insulation or fucking... It's like, it's cedar siding. It's like a really nicely sided house. And that's all you can hear all winter. You walk outside, you can't even hear anybody talk. It's just, it's so annoying. But I have a crosswind here. And the last time I flew, it was so bad. I had to fly into the green screen. Like I was like, I couldn't battle the crosswind. So I just flew right in the window, smacked into the green screen, plopped on the ground. It was awesome. It was like, it was perfect. It's actually fun to do. I should probably
what frame is that?
This is the tooth grinder. It's like a little 2.5-inch version of the Grinderino. So yeah, maybe we'll fly it into the green screen just for fun or something. Just flop it right into it instead of landing it on the ground.
Bot drone.
Yeah. It's inspired 2.5 inch though. It's pretty sweet. I think we're actually gonna play Czarface again. That was 2 minutes and 30 seconds, a little short. And then we'll play Spark Mat. Yeah, we'll play these. We'll play these tracks over and over. Like, I'm just worried about with no OSD right now. I'm just worried about, like, I really like to take good care of my batteries. I've flown these batteries all summer on stream, and they're in good shape. So I don't want to, like, get them too low. So we're just, normally we're a little more dynamic with our music, and we do requests. But I can't, like, do a timer because I'm using the DJI Fly-Up. What up, Emperor? And since I can't, like, do a timer, I'm just going by the length of, like, our normal flight time.
Sap MJ.
What is up? So we're just going to play the tracks we played in the beginning, and those two should be about the...
Okay.
This is a sick track anyway.
Soul surviving, dudes so
I want it to be louder.
never stop driving. They pussy like I don't let them sit behind you when you driving. Might even think you talking about them when you rhyming. Or to keep this toolie in the lining. Or to thank the good Lord that you ain't the type to line them. Ain't nobody in business. Why they always spying? Type of shit is just find nothing, get to lying. Turn the world against you, even your men's buying. It's a dirty game, getting hectic, real tiring. Top it off, now they playing victim in the violin. Dripping the color envy, more greener than Ireland. Surrounded by snakes, more meaner than the lion's den.
You're talking too much.
Can't remember why or when. Got you feeling guilty, Jedi tricks on the mind again. They can eat a dick with chips and a Heineken. Action, as I continue where we left off. As I continue where we left off. Action, as I continue where we left off. The rebel of villain.
So smooth. It's just a good setup. This drone build. Doesn't Inspect a Deck sound like Jay-Z kind of? I always thought that. I wonder if anybody else did.
No Karen around you.
Nope. Luckily. Awesome neighbors. Very lucky. Super cool people. I meant to actually turn sooner than that.
He needs to make a DC verse one.
Last name Lannister, call me King Slayer. None this ill since Kareem
Whoa.
was a Laker. Feel that love, yeah, that's the dream of a hater. I'm skating the equator, last seen in Jamaica. Frontin' like the girl, them sugar. Rude boy, them a call inspector.
Ooh, I lost telemetry there.
Tesla, you find the painkillers top drawer in the dresser. Back with the force, y'all BoJack Horseman. All that
I don't mind some
talking,
props
you know
in view.
that cost 'em. High price to pay like you shopped at Nordstrom. Deck narcoleptic, I black out often.
I normally would perch on this, but I think, I don't know.
Another mood swing, touching up your boo thing. Czarface, Wu-Tang, MF Doom Gang.
I normally would, and I'm also doing it. So I was gonna not do it.
It's basically, it's all cuts stuff.
Did he just fly out the window?
Fuck yeah. I see you're on a little bit of a delay. You will see a nice little perch in a moment. I like getting close to the ground. Fuck yeah. Almost hit those sticks. Oh, oh, ah. I was a little squirrely there. I can feel it sagging. We got to bring it in. It's sagging like crazy.
This is the only stream where crazy is real. Welcome, boys.
Oh,
Nice save.
It bounced. I'm flying these a little low. Thank you. I really wouldn't have lost control like that, but that was battery sag. I flew for 3.5. Like, we're really probably best at like 3 minutes 5 seconds, 3:10. That was about 3:30. Which is a little long, so I'll be curious to see where these batteries are at when I actually plug them in. But that was just like my power was gone. Like I lost like I don't know how to
These are gonna
say
be a
it.
pain to balance now.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do. I think the first 2 are gonna be closer, and then the last 4 are gonna be closer. So I think I'm really just gonna do 4 and 2, like is how I charged them anyway. And it kind of like accidentally worked
That's
out that way.
3.5.
No, this is a 2.5 2S. I wouldn't a 3.5. My 3.5 is way too powerful for my neighborhood. It has 22 or 3.5 motors on it, with an AIO and like I forgot if I put a 04 light on it, but it goes 1 trillion miles an hour. It's way too fast. It's probably
Now I see 2S.
Yeah, it's 2S. My 3 and it's 6S too. So my 3.5-inch Grinderino.
G for the CAD XP1 VTX.
No, I don't. They're just not going to be good enough. DJI isn't going to be dethroned anytime soon, and as long as I can keep flying the shit that I have, that's what I'm doing. But like the stuff that isn't banned, that we currently have. Actually, hold on. Let me do this song. I'm gonna run out of. I'm literally just. I'm plugged in right now, which is so annoying. Because I'm just.
I agree.
I'm slow, so we're wasting battery right now. But we'll play. This is always a fun song.
How you feed in OBS?
I didn't hear that question. What was that? Ooh, not far enough back.
How you put video signal in OBS from the drone?
Oh, it's a whole thing. I'll have to explain it after I'm done flying. Whoa! It just shit the bed. That was weird. Wow, that was really weird. Oh, we got a little shit on the camera. It died. I wonder if this battery sucks. Damn, I can never get that straight on. Yeah, this battery's a little shit. Let's go middle of the street. Oh. That branch. Thought I was going to hit the car. All right, let's bring it in. Because I don't remember how long this song is. Oh, why did it bounce back like that? Oh, and that's all our packs. We did it without an OSD. Hold on. Thank you. So we had to guess on the voltage. Thank you. All right, let me close the window and do my whole little ritual, and then we can talk about all this stuff. I always forget that when I charge this, I should unplug the goddamn radio, the ELRS radio. I fly with my thumbs. I can fly pinch, for anybody new here. But I'm telling you, this is the best, in my opinion, the best feeling controller, because it's got, I installed aluminum.
Back for another follow. Guess we can't get
Hey,
rid of you, can we?
Thanks for the follow, Gary. Hold on, let me turn down the music. Actually, let me shut my window and then I'll tell you. It's a drone that I built. Are you an FPV guy, Gary? Hold on, let me shut my window because it's cold.
Emma, about to get into FPV guy.
Fuck yeah, that's what I like to hear. We need more people in FPV. We need it to be a more...
sim a lot and using a Cetus Pro to learn.
That's the way to do it. Honestly, I really think the sim helps a lot. You know, it's like you got to have that stick time in real life, but if you just...
What's up, boys?
What up?
I'm in FPV.
What up, Paul? Yeah, I just feel like if you buy a drone right off the bat and just try to fly it without doing a sim at all, you're gonna have no idea what you're doing, no feel for it, and you're immediately gonna ruin the drone. So definitely sim is the way. You do a sim, you get the basics of the of how it actually operates.
Luckily, the Cetus takes a beating, lol.
Yeah, I like that they've made beginner drones that aren't just going to immediately explode because this shit isn't cheap. Like, you know, a tiny whoop, like, we'll just go to Beta FPV website. Let's go over to the desktop. Why does my voice sound quiet to me for some reason now? I gotta fix my setup. Anyway, let's go to their Binin flies.
Yeah, MRDY for something better though. In between 3 pre-builds to get into it. Yeah.
You'll outgrow it quickly, but you did the right thing, I think. The Cetus is going to be... The Cetus has like a shell around it, right? And it's also... You don't need a conformal coat for that. For, you know, as long as you don't drown it. But like, this is what I mean. Like, this tiny little thing, a 65 millimeter whoop, is $100. And it's completely exposed to everything. And you know what? These little frames, these injection molded frames are durable. They're well engineered. It's a great design. This just looks like a plastic toy. And this is to people not, you know, to not in FPV.
Make me use Care Refresh.
Second fly make me... Oh, really? Shit. Yeah, I mean, did you... Were you flying manual with the Avata 2, or... It is. It's... But, you know, like, the thing is, as well made as this is and as durable as it is, if you're brand new,
my eyes are on the Meteor 75
you could break
Pro,
this quickly.
Parvo 20 Pro, or Deep Space Seeker 3.
The DJI Meteor 75 Pro, or... Deep Space Seeker 3 is really nice.
Manual, yeah.
Yeah, shit, dude. That's rough. I mean, that's hard. That's hard. You were immediately into hard mode.
Damn.
Yeah, don't get the Pavo. But this Seeker 3 is
Prop
nice.
G, in flying analog RN, and I hate ghost branches and flying scared.
I'm with you, and I got to tell you, I started out analog. I have HD0 goggles that do analog and HD0. I have box goggles. I have DJI goggles, and you're always going to see me flying DJI on stream because nobody's going to want to watch a shitty signal. And I got to tell you, the Ghost Branches thing sucks. It just sucks. There's no way around it. I've said this before, and I'm not taking this back. There's a charm to the analog signal that does feel kind of cool to fly. Now you have...
At Omblolbic Y Vito, the Parvo Pro 2 looks pretty nice. But yeah, I fly with my broken
I've
frame.
heard durability issues with the Pavo 2 Pro, and it's kind of underpowered. That's what I heard, I think. Aren't there like 4 Pavo models now?
Heavy, fragile.
See? I'm telling you. And I didn't get that from barbecues, so we both said the same thing.
Thanks for the info.
For sure. What was I saying though? I can't remember. Anyway, the hobby is expensive.
A tiny Meteor 75 or a Deep Space.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Ghost Branches. It's just... I don't know. I'm going to give you my opinion in it. I think some people will agree and some people disagree. I don't know. I think that starting with a tiny whoop, well, if you're getting the Meteor 75 Pro that has the 04, the signal's better, but it is going to fly a little sluggish. Which is, you know, that's why, but I also wouldn't fly something like this right away.
Cage break now at -7 degrees, but on warm weather is not
yeah,
fragile at all.
Emperor's right.
Parvo is shit.
Barbecue's
Don't
right.
waste your money.
It's not fragile at all. Well, I mean, if it's not breaking for you, that's good. But I think a lot of people have had different experiences.
Fly HD0. I want to see the VTX man.
Yeah. I don't have any more batteries charged. Actually, I don't even have an analog. Well, I don't even think I have an analog whoop set up right now. But hold on, I wanted to get this out. In my opinion, starting out flying tiny whoops will make you a better pilot. They don't carry the same weight. They don't carry the same, like, you know, momentum. So, like, it's almost you have to, I don't know how to articulate it. It forces you to have more control over your quad. Oh, I'll tell you that in a minute. You learn better control with a tiny whoop, and it's so small that small things are going to disturb it, like wind, especially if you fly outside. Like on a reasonable day, fly a 65-inch outside. Like that's how I think you should learn. In good weather in the summer, spring, maybe early fall, fly a tiny whoop outside. And the reason why I would suggest analog and not digital is because if you get a tiny whoop in digital form, it's going to be so heavy. I think you're going to lose a bit of the dexterity you're going to learn dealing with a lightweight, nimble little thing. And then as you go up, you're going to find that stuff like this is easier. This is, I think, easier to fly. And then as you upgrade, for me, it feels like easy mode. The more powerful and the bigger props that I fly, it's even easier. I feel like I could just like not even look at I could like close my eyes and fly the bigger the drone gets. And maybe not everybody's like that, but that's why Tiny Whoop Analog is the best place to start. If there could be Tiny Whoop Digital that were 17, 18 grams all up, then yes, do that instead, because the Ghost Branches shit is bullshit. It sucks.
Float is the word.
Yeah, right. Float. They have float, but that float like just makes it easier to deal with. And I think that if you start out with a bigger drone, it robs you of the experience of learning more control.
Aren't the HD Zero looks really light?
It depends on which ones the newer ones, yeah. Like the Happy Model one, that had the it had the VTX separate from the flight controller. That little fucker was not light. But I mean, yeah, that's the problem is I don't consider HD Zero digital. I consider it like digitalog. It's like it's like analogical. It's technically digital, but it's not the
Analog
same.
Plus.
Yeah, it's analog plus, analogical, digilog. But yeah, you can do. I mean,
Meteor Pro isn't that much heavier than analog, 2 grams.
Really? The beta FPV media really? Wait, what? Let's look at it. I mean, did they change something? I mean, that's going to blow my
I want
mind.
to get the drone you were holding, but I'm scared that it would break. If I'm looking at it correctly.
It'll break. Yeah, let me check it out, Gary. Pro, you're talking about the Pro 04, right? Like the right? $200 one? Let's type in
Right.
weight. 37 grams, not even close. This is 20 grams heavier than a Tiny Whoop. This is heavy. This is very, very heavy. I don't want to burst your bubble. I'm like, it's going to look beautiful and it's going to fly nicely. But
Look up Meteor 75 Pro without G.
oh, I thought you were going digital. This one says 3752. Their website's got to be fucked up.
But I'm comparing the two.
65, 75. Yeah, I don't know why. This is saying 37 grams too. Let's see if, I mean, let's see if, weighing I saw something weighing just 2.5. Where did it say? Weighing. The canopy weighs 2.5 grams. I mean, Meteor 75 Pro brushless quadcopter 1S HD digital VTX.
Wait, I guess that's also digital.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's very heavy. Let me show you something. Not many people say this, but I think a lightweight 65 millimeter Tiny Whoop is the absolute best way to start and makes you a better pilot. The bigger you start out, you're robbing yourself of learning some control that I think you can only get with an ultralight whoop outside. I'm specifically saying outside with a little bit of wind. It gives you a leg up. I really believe that. So let's look at the Hummingbird race spec, which I do not recommend buying this. We're just wait. I don't recommend buying. You don't want a race spec thing as your first one either. We're just doing this for weight. I know it's something like 16 grams, but I want to show you. 16.5 grams right here. Why is my stupid
Analog Meteor 75 out of stock is 25G.
Why are there weight numbers all over the place? It says 37. It said 37, but yeah, 25. But even on a tiny whoop, a difference between 17, 18 grams and 25 grams it's not nothing. I still think the Meteor 75 is the Meteor 75 Pro is a great drone, but it's gonna feel fat comparatively. It really, like a 7 gram difference. Really, it's a 9. I mean, the 04 is a 9 grams.
Yeah, whoops make a better pilot, especially if you want to fly acrobatic freestyle.
Yeah, I mean, a lightweight, and I'm talking about optimization. Let me try to spit this out. Most of us are just flying FPV freestyle for fun. We're not racing. I get that. And I'm saying there's a reality where you buy a Meteor 75 Pro and you practice your ass off, and you're just as good as if you started with a 65 millimeter analog. Sure. That reality exists. But in my experience, and I always flew outside, I never flew inside. It forces, when you have a really lightweight whoop, it forces you to fly the drone instead of playing with the weight of the drone. And super technical new name mentioned like float, and that extra weight, there's something about it that when you have the right power to weight ratio makes it easier to control. So, and you don't have that with an ultra lightweight analog whoop. You learn micro corrections better, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You learn to make micro adjustments. And like I said, maybe the version of you that buys the 75 Pro is going to be 95% as good as the one that starts out with the analog. And so, like, who cares about 5%? And you're just having fun. So it's not a bad purchase. And I'm not even saying don't. I'm just saying if I started over again, I would do the same thing. I would start with a 65 millimeter lightweight whoop with a good power to weight ratio. You don't want like a newbie drone. The regular newbie drone Hummingbird is nice. You don't really want that. I mean, honestly, the Air 2 is sick. It's like really good. The Air 65, I mean. It's really nice, and you can build it. But I would actually even go more powerful motors. I think these are like 23,000 kV on the freestyle version. Let me see. Let's see. Let's go to their Air 65. Where's motors? Where am I looking here? Oh, yeah, 23,000. I was right. Freestyle version 23,000, racing version 27,000, the champion version 30,000. 27,000 is about where I'd want to be if I started again flying an analog whoop. Barbecue mentioned let's go back to here. Barbecue mentioned HD0. Yes, it is digital. The picture is nice and crisp. The breakup is annoying, which you're still going to run into branch issues. If their camera, the Lux camera, is fucking awesome. But the problem there is you're making it, it's going to cost, like, I think all up, my HD0 goggles cost me like $600. And this was like, what, a year and a half ago? Now they're going to cost you like $750, or I don't even know how much they're going to be expensive. I have the analog, I have the TBS Crossfire analog module on it, so I fly both. So HD0, as Barbecue said, is not a bad idea. It's just expensive.
I've seen 65 and 75. I've got the 75, and I like flying inside too, even though it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I just can't really, like, my house isn't conducive for it. What I did was I started with 65, and then I started doing 75 millimeter whoops outdoors. And I just really settled on, I want vertical. I feel like a bird in a cage when I'm in a house. There's tons of skill to flying indoors, especially racing, being really tight, low, and a lot of proximity stuff you're doing. It's not that I can't do it. My spirit wants to fly a million miles up in the air and do dives all the time, just because it feels like that makes me feel like a bird. And so that's why I just think flying outside, though, with small drones is hard and really tests your mettle over time.
Word.
For sure. So, I don't know. Like, I think if I had like my basement, I've been working on it. I actually,
Well said.
Thank you, Falcon. I completely demoed my basement. They finished, the basement was finished in like 2/3 of it. And when I bought the house, and there's a lot of water flow on this property. Storm drains on both sides of the property. And let me turn the light on so you can like see the tooth grinder a little better. And one of the rooms, the way they like put a vapor barrier in, which is bad. And then they slapped on like paneling. One of them is like finished with drywall and a nice proper ceiling and everything. And then they did this one room in paneling, and they basically sealed in all the moisture. When you have a lot of water flow on your property, your block gets soaked. And when that block can't dry out, the moisture just builds down there. So I never had a wet basement. There was never like pooling water, but it's like humid, like we're in Miami in the middle of the summer, and it creates mold. So I had to completely demo the basement, and they did everything wrong, and it's infuriating. But I do plan on one day, really genuinely, flying down there with tiny whoops in the basement. I'm even having my whole streaming set up there, and I think that'll be a fun thing. So it's a thing I'll get back to, but it's not, my heart isn't in that. My heart wants to fly like a bird. And it's different. But no matter what way you do it, FPV is really, really fun. It's really rewarding. I don't know. There's a lot to it, especially when you can just fix your own stuff. I think it'll be awesome, because I'd put LEDs everywhere. I'd do little, like, tunnels, and I had a bunch of ideas for this, like, literally when I started. But the basement was in bad shape, and I didn't feel like dealing with it. Finally, I've dealt with it. But the problem now is all I have left. I filled up 2 dumpsters full of shit. I pulled out a drop ceiling with tons of, like, this awful, like, it was old insulation that was used for the drop ceiling, and then I pulled out a bunch of old insulation. I ripped out all of the framing. I ripped out the rug. I rented a flooring tile scraper, because these people put in the paneled part of the basement, they put in carpeted tiled carpet, and they put it down with the wrong kind of glue, and it was like it was fused to the concrete. So, and I'm a small guy. This machine weighed 3 times as much as me, and I was 6 solid hours chipping up. They put so much glue that it took about, I don't know, 2.5 to 3 minutes per square. It took forever. I was soaked the whole time. I was so sweaty. I just fucking powered through it. It's been so much work to demo that basement. It's truly disgusting. I cannot stand when people do their own work on their house and do it poorly. I had to rip out a hardwood floor they absolutely butchered, and I put in a oak hardwood floor. Like real solid oak, not like engineered or anything like that. So I did that too, and I just a bunch of shit. But now I'm all I have left.
I had to do that a few times, but I had some guys with me, so a bit easier.
Yeah, my friends would help me with anything, and I just don't ask because I do everything myself. I'm just not, and that's not like a source of pride. It's just like I'm too lazy to ask people for help. I'm too lazy to wait, and I'm like a lone wolf in that way, and I just fucking do it. So like the demo I did in the basement, I worked my ass off over. I did it in
I live in an apartment.
7 hours over 2 days plus the 5.5 hours. If I just got it out of the way, I could have done it everything in 3 days and just powered through it. I live in an apartment. Don't even mow the lawn. Fuck.
Hey, brother,
yeah, dude. It is annoying. It sucks. Hey, good to see you, Rick. What have you been up to, man? Yeah, you missed the flights. I haven't flown in a while. They all went well, except we did dip in the snow and we erased the OSD. So I'm gonna have to contend with that at some point. Yeah. So anyway, the basement stuff, we want to get to it, but I filled up 2 dumpsters. They weren't roll-offs. I actually have a dumpster left over from my business that I used to have. You know, it's like a 5.5 foot tall dumpster by 5 by 8 by 8 or 10 by 10. It's actually probably 10 by 10. And it's huge. It's big. Anyway, I filled up 2 dumpsters. No, I do not. I fly actual rates, no expo. I don't think most people do that. I think it also forces you to be a better pilot, and then I've just stayed with that.
Just been busy working. Signed up for the multi-GP wildcard Velocidrone thing that starts at the end of the month. Been practicing a lot with the Prospect drone.
That's pretty sick. I've thought of doing that, but like I can't commit to anything. I'm so bad about that, but that sounds... I really do want to do something like that. That'd be really neat. It'd just be fun to be a part of it. You don't like RC Expo? Oh, that's cool. I mean, yeah, it's rare though. You're in a small group. Most people like Expo. When you add Expo, it can make your you know, when you make adjustments, they're not going to look so hectic. But I try to fly in a way. I mean, I may actually, if you guys, when you watch me fly, I'm kind of lazy. I could fly smoother. Put your rates on the wingsuit, 99. It feel, yeah. I think No Expo feels really good. I really like it. This is in my way. Look at that. Here we'll prop it up. So we'll do a little TBS advertisement. Oh yeah, I gotta shut off the server. Oh damn, I didn't explain also micro million. I didn't explain I'll do that. Let me get through what I'm saying and I'll explain how, if you're still here, micro, I'll explain how I transmit my flights to OBS. I have some 2x4s left to move into the dumpster, and the next task is I have to rebuild the basement, that one part. I mean, I'm gonna have to put up framing, all the things I've done, including put in the hardwood floor, all that stuff. I don't know how to do this shit. It's the first time I've ever done it, so I do a little bit of research, but I know how to use tools, and then I just fucking do it. Like I had a guy come in and look at my hardwood floor because I did not finish it because the sanding of it is ass. and you got to have this big machine. And I'm like, I won't do that part. I'm like, I can finish it, but I'm not going to sand it. And so I had this guy do it. And he's like, he said, you did a professional job. So like the thing is, if you're doing your own work, take your time, do whatever research you need to do, and make sure you're using the right materials, the right techniques. And then that way you're not making it's not rocket science. You're not making it hard for the next person. Anyway, so that's my little rant on that. So I've never done framing before.
Question, is it odd that I was getting terrible signal with my Vapor X504 Pro drone when I was inside my mum's house facing the backyard screen door and my drone was outside in the backyard? Mind you, I didn't have any windows open.
It's not, well, yeah, that's going to matter a little bit, but like, I mean, the DJI is pretty, it just depends. You know, is there aluminum siding? Is there like tons of concrete? Like, I mean, I know it's probably not the case. But you know, my reception suffers sometimes if it's I don't know the technical explanation for this.
I'll get some up tonight FPV.
But it seems like when there's more moisture in the air, I actually have worse reception. Get some up tonight. Oh yeah, yeah. And we still got
surprised it was nothing like yours. Nice.
Yeah, and I really don't know the answer for that. I've always flown in the house with like HD0 even, and when we got on the other side of the house, I would crash all the time because I couldn't see for like 3 seconds. Like, I mean, no, nothing. Total static. No, it was like brutal. So moving to DJI was like, so I started out flying analog live. But yeah, so I have to put up framing. I have to put up drywall. I'm good at spackling, or I'm good at, yeah, whatever the fuck you call it. I can do, and I'm very good at painting. I can do all that stuff. So I think I'll be able to build it in a couple of days. I've never done a ceiling before. I have to figure out how to do that. Drywall, because we're not going to fuck around with fucking paneling. But anyway.
MJ gas a perfect setup to fly from indoors.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, DJI objectively has the best range and penetration. But that doesn't explain why I might be better off than you. The window open is only going to help so much. So, I mean, the window is just open so I can get out of the room. Okay, so anybody who is curious about how to transmit your DJ, you know, analog is very easy. You guys know this. You literally just, like, if you have, especially if you have HDMI out, you just plug that into your capture card in your computer, and then in OBS, you just literally go to video capture. That's it. That's cake. Gonna have to take it out when it warms up. Peace of mind. Yeah, I mean, there's something about, like, certain days I have terrible reception, and I just think it's happened on stream. I only fly on stream, and I think 2 streams ago there was really bad reception.
Flights from my rooftop. Gonna do it on ones. MJ, you're prob in an area without a lot of Wi-Fi interference.
There's that too. Well, I mean, all of my neighbors, there's Wi-Fi all over the place, so there's definitely regular Wi-Fi interference, but maybe there is an extra. So that could be a factor as well. We'll start doing some long-range flights from my rooftop. Gonna do it on 1S. I think that'll be fun. The Lion Bee thing looks fun. That's something we'll talk about in a few minutes, because I've been actually wanting to, like, I'm itching to build that, even though I'm not a long-range guy. So we'll talk about that, but let me get to the DJI thing. So first you need a degree in computer. Just kidding. You have to have the DJI Fly app. You go to Connection Guide, you go to Camera View, and when you like, I would recommend not connecting to your goggles via Wi-Fi. It's going to be a problem, and everything is going to be bad. You're not going to have, your stream isn't going to look good. This is gonna suck. It sucks. Their Wi-Fi connection to the goggles, I do not think is sufficient for streaming. So you hardwire into your goggles. You will see 3 dots over here when you go into this, and then you have to pick RTMP. And there's you have to put in the server address, which you have to get from your command prompt. You know, oops, we have to go here. No, where is it? Here. So you have to, I'm not going to show you guys like what I'm not, you go into command prompt and you do IP config. I'm obviously not going to show that. I typed in config wrong. And then you get your IPv4, hold on a second. I will actually do it. Just, I'm not going to show you. You get your IPv4 address, and it's going to, this is a number I could show you. It's going to look like a 192.168.something.something. You then get that. All right, give me a second so we can go back over here. No, right here. Let me just show you. You need to see the 3 dots. You need this address is an address that can be exposed because it's local. It's a local. But you get your IPv4 address. You can always Google how to do that if you don't know. The instructions are very straightforward. They're like I just told you though. Okay, so you plug in your goggles, which I just did. You hardwire to this. You go to connection guide. You go to camera view. Why is it being annoying? Did we use the right cord? Oh, I might have to swipe up on the DJI app. Wait. Make sure we're seeing. Yes, we are. All right, hold on. You have to do like probably a fresh instance of the app. Connect to aircraft, camera view. You'll see the 3 dots here. Then you see live streaming platforms. You go to RTMP and you tap it. It has to be in this format. RTMP ://192.168. My local address is .50.50. That's nothing you can't see. It has to be /live/stream. And then that same format is what you have to put into OBS. But and then you have to hit start live streaming, but there's another layer. The other layer is you have to run Mona server. Well, you have to run a local RTMP server. However you want to do that is up to you. I run Mona server. It is not like, I think you're going to have a hard time finding this version. It's an older version. There's really no setup. You literally, if you can get this, I mean, I could probably always just throw it up on, I could try to find it on GitHub, but you want to have this version of Mona server. You want to unpack it. I don't even remember. I don't think I had to copy a Git repo or anything, but you double click and you see it says 1 client. So it's connecting to the goggles, and then you plug this in. So you have to have this server running. It will not work if you're not running an RTMP server. Okay. And then you have to, hold on, let me shut this down. Let me shut off the goggles. And then okay, now you're connecting to the server, but you need the image to be somewhere. That's where you go into OBS. Let me go over to the drone thing here. I created a VLC video, like VLC video source, and it should be in your menu, and you click that. And then when you go to properties, you'll see like input, and you have to, that same address that was in the DJI app, you have to put that exact thing in the input. You can leave the rest as is. you can set your network buffering. Like I have my network buffering set to 2 megabytes. I think Mona server's set to 3. I could, 3 is probably like a better buffer. So I could up that on OBS, but who gives a shit? But that's how you then view the video signal in OBS. Let me see if I could if I can use studio mode and show you that. Let me see how that would work. I don't think I can do that. Yeah, I can't show you the source list, I don't think. Unless I had open up a second version of OBS, but that's how you do it.
What latency you have with that?
You mean for the stream? The latency for the stream is about 3 seconds. And you can, your buffer size is going to change how much latency you have. So, I mean, there's no latency for me flying at all. But for what you guys see, that's why you'll see you'll see me make a comment before it happens on stream. So it'd be like, oh, I crashed. Then you see the crash. Or you'll see me fly in and you can see this camera picking it up. And then you'll see the main camera picking it up a couple seconds later. So you guys have a little bit of latency, which doesn't matter. The latency isn't a problem because all you guys want to see is the flight. It's not like it's synced up. I would be a little happier if we could get rid of the latency because I do actually enjoy timing. I like coordinating the way I fly to the music. So if we have a drop or it's making a shh sound, I want to drop, have it go shh, and then pull out at the crescendo of the drop, of the song. So I could do tricks on the beat or do look backs on the beat and stuff like that. And with the latency that we have with this setup, you can't do that really. You'd have to think 3 seconds behind, which is a little weird. It would take some mental acrobatics to fly and also try to time it like that. But that's the only downfall of the latency. But I do prefer timing things to the beat, and it's very fun to do. So if we could change the buffer size, I could get the latency down to I don't know, a second and a half. There might be issues though. It might get a little garbly, and a second is still not, if a beat's going poo, 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 that's happening faster than a second. So it's still going to look off. So I just leave I leave the buffer size where it is, and the latency is fine. But yeah, it doesn't affect your flying at all. So it's altogether a great setup. It's fragile if DJI starts breaking things, and that did happen to me. So hold on, let me fix this. My headphones cord is all snaked around. All right, there we go. So it's a bit fragile. Let's go to the dumpster. Because everybody loves the dumpster. Right, Tootie? Doesn't everybody love a good dumpster?
If you think dumpsters are the new brunch hotspot, I'm all ears. As for Judy, she's still on a permanent vacation.
I didn't say Judy, you little shit.
No, Judy, just my talent for picking up phantom words. If dumpsters are your therapy, I'll bring the popcorn.
Thank you. Can I get a fuck yeah, Tootie?
Fuck yeah!
That's what we like to hear. Anyway. God, my ADHD is so bad. That genuinely just ruined my train of thought. Somebody help me. Come on. Anybody on YouTube and or Twitch, tell me what I was just talking about, because I forgot. this little guy completely derailed me. I mean, I'll remember, but it'll take me like 10 minutes, and I'll have to talk about something completely different. Like, what do you guys think about tea? Then we talk about something random, and then I'll remember. Latency. Yeah, we were talking about latency, but I thought I said something after that, because I think we're...
Latency.
I feel like that's all. Was I saying anything more, though, or was I think I was done. Maybe I was just done. But I did the scene transition. I felt like I was in the middle of... whatever. Oh, yeah. The fragility of it. See, I told you I'd remember. If DJI does a bad update, your RTMP isn't going to work. And because so few people use that... Right. Yes. So few people use it that
G fucked up something.
they're not super keen on, like... So they did an update a few months ago that completely and totally broke it. Just, it was dead, gone, didn't work with anything. Did not work at all. I got a hold of their customer service, and they gave me like a developer version that I had to I had to go through, like, I had to download it, like sideload the app, not through the app store. And then I had to use like developer mode in my phone, and they walked me through it. And they gave me a version, an older version that worked. And then, so like, and they even called me. DJI called me from like China at like 2 a.m. and was like, wanted to help me out, which was pretty cool actually. But it was already working, and I just sent them an email. I said, it's working, thank you. But all it takes is a bad update and your shit's gone. Eventually they fixed the app. I deleted the sideloaded one because it is kind of a security nightmare. You don't really want to sideload apps onto your iPhone or Android. It's gonna, there's gonna be security issues. And then I deleted it. And then today I thought they made an update that might have fucked it again, but I realized the cord was the issue. I was using a different cord today, so if you try this whole setup and something doesn't work, it might just be the cord. I bought this MCon mobile game controller. Hold on, let's go back. Looks like this. Pretty sick. It's got a little pull-out thing, but anyway, it came with this really nice USB-C cord. Phone for the app. I mean,
You need a separate phone just for the app, man.
what do you mean? I mean, you could do that, and then that way it's not using your phone. I'm not sure what you mean, though. But this cord... Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, just a phone. You're saying just so... Yeah, but what would that solve? I guess I don't understand.
Like a streaming phone.
Oh, if you have to side load. I see what you mean. Yeah. If you're side loading it and leaving that way, and then it's not a... Like, yeah. Yes. Ideally, if you can just have a separate device. But remember, Tarun, I literally forgot what I said like 2 seconds ago. My fucking ADHD brain is like... I'm like an AI with poor context. But this really nice flexible cable, this is like soft rubber. I tried it today, and this is a data cable. You can plug it into your phone in the MCon, so you get no latency. And guess what? This didn't work. The RTMP option didn't show up. I used my good old other data cable, which is just this no-name brand fucking thing. And that was the deciding factor in us being able to fly today. So that's all it takes is something weird like that. But yeah. By the way, you guys maybe some of you said, well, when the iPhone update was fucked up, why don't you try something on Android? Well, I did. I used this Samsung tablet, an older one, It could only do 720p, and the latency, it was so bad. It was completely unplayable, unshowable, I mean. I'm sure a brand new Android phone might have fared better, but I did try like a separate thing that wasn't my phone. Didn't work out for me, and I really don't want to spend like, I'm not going to, I suppose I could buy a used iPad mini, load the DJI app on that, but I almost feel like, I don't know. You need a newer Wi-Fi chip. You need a newer, or not Wi-Fi chip. You just need like a newer chipset to handle the processing of it all when you're hardwired. I think that's was some of the issues with the Android setup that I was trying to do. Welcome to the Dirt Church. So yeah. Oh yeah, I know what I want to talk about next. The Lion Bee. Long range drone. For some reason, I've been itching to build that fucking thing. And I don't know why. So I want like genuine answer. Anybody in chat who flies long range, why? What do you get out? Like what what draws you to long range flying? Because it's like I really want to build it and try it, but I almost like I need some sort of a driving reason, like some sort of a thirst for it.
Wingman. Just got to build it.
You actually, I thought you said you couldn't source the. Yeah, that's probably the better way. I probably should just build that. I thought you said you couldn't source the parts. That's fucking awesome. I forgot about that. I think I forgot about it.
They weren't shipping to the US for a while, but I got one.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I think I forgot about it because it was like off the table. I think it'd be much smarter to build that than the Lion Bee. Because then I'm, just going to have all the parts that... And that frame is sick. And I'm sure that frame is a little more durable than Lion Bee. Josh Bardwell did a video. And he broke his... Like, that frame is like paper. They're not really meant to freestyle, and he's just testing out, and I get it. But, yeah. But, yeah, my question is not rhetorical nor sarcastic. It is an open question. Why do you like if you like a long range, why?
I just think it's cool being able to take your time, chill out, and explore things.
See, I mean, I guess that's what kind of makes me want to try it. There's one major problem with that, though. The way I want to explore, like, you are forced to explore way, way high up in the air. Let me tell you, if reality worked the way I wanted it to work, I'd probably be a long range guy. But here's how physics would have to change. I want to fly.
And if you're really doing long distances, there's the risk of losing signal, battery, which is kind of exciting.
That makes sense. The adrenaline rush of that. I think I heard Osito mention that too, I feel like. I think I've heard that before. That makes sense. I think that does kind of make it. It does make it high stakes. But peaceful.
Not sure why long range, but I think might feel peaceful whilst soaring the skies.
That's a good way to put it. As long as you're not having that range anxiety, then you feel... I get that too. So remember, I said like 40 minutes ago that I love going high in the air, but I like dropping. So I think I would be a long range guy if I could explore all elevations. Easiest way to say that is if I'm flying 2 miles from my house I want to be able to fly under a bridge and down a cool trail. Like, I want to be it would be amazing if I could. There's some trails like not even a quarter mile from me. If I could go there and then fly those trails and circle the pond and just show you, like, it would be like an adventure. That sounds fucking awesome. But you have to be way high up in the air or you're dead. That's it. You know, you got to stand outside, which is fine. And then
Yeah, that's why mountains are the long-range dream.
Right.
Because you can kind of do stuff like that and not lose loss.
Right. Now, I really understand that. Yes, that'd be amazing. And then you can drop the mountain. You still have line of sight. Your way, like, and just the view is going to be amazing. But I'll tell you what. I don't know. I gotta fly a mountain first before I like really know. But I feel like I like Metroidvanias. I like video games that have exploration. I would love to fly low to the ground and all around. More so than a mountain even. Do you mind with a wingsuit 20, 1S 6-minute flight time with 550? Shit. Really? 550 would be, that's fucking awesome. That's really? You go 2 kilometers in 6 minutes? I mean, I believe it, but I don't have I guess it never really thought about like what speed you'd be flying at. That'd be fun. Like 6 minutes is like probably a good time for me because in that way, like my attention isn't going to like falter. 15 minutes is quite a while. And then anything longer than that, my brain's starting to check out. But what, like, just talking about this whole long range thing makes me, what would be ideal in my mind is, like I said, I'm standing in my front yard. I'm live streaming. I mean, I couldn't live stream. It'd be way too far away, you know, but I mean, that would be cool. So yeah, I mean, if we're wishing, I'm gonna say that I'm live streaming and I literally fly all the way over to the trail spot where there's all these trails and we're not 100 feet above the trees. We're down in the trails. We're circling this really cool pond, you know, with the, I don't know what they're called, but it's like covered in the little green, tiny little things. It looks super cool in the summer. And we're just flying around on the trail, or even if it's like in the winter, snowy, I would love to explore that way.
Lily pads.
They're not lily pads. They're like, these little tiny, like they're micro small. It's like a form of algae, but I don't think it's technically algae. Let's ask. Hey, Tootie, what are the little small green things in ponds in the summer that sort of cover the whole pond?
Tiny green mats are duckweed, tiny floating plants that love to turn a pond into a cheap living carpet. If you call it scum, you're just being dramatic about photosynthesis.
It's fucking duckweed. He's right. And by the way, duckweed has more protein than eggs. Isn't that insane? I watched a video on that the other day. It looks like this. This is what duckweed looks like. It looks like a drone. No, I'm clearly just bad at OBS. Duckweed looks like this. So this pond I'm talking about is covered in duckweed and it looks really cool. Yeah, this is like a superfood, by the way. If you can grow it cleanly, it's extremely nutritious. But here's the crazy thing about duckweed. It is exceptionally good at soaking up toxins. Like, I think municipalities use duckweed to clean water. This cleans water. So if you were to like grow your own duckweed in your own pond, you could be poisoning yourself. But if you grew it in like a hydroponic like situation, you know, in a controlled situation where there weren't environmental contaminants, it's extremely nutritious. The shit's really good for you. You do have to learn how to process it and extract the nutrients because, of course, plants have these... there's a lot of things plants do that can sort of attack your digestive system. So you have to process them. It's why it's why raw food diets are fucking stupid. Like, you really got to cook your vegetables to get the most amount of nutrition because evolution has, put things in those plants to sort of make it so if you eat even a little bit too much, it fucks you up. And for some people, it just fucks you up in general, whether you eat a little bit or a lot. So, yeah. Duckweed. So anyway, this is ADHD. This is an ADHD stream, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, what I was saying was I would fly through that pond with all the duckweed really low with the sun coming through the trees. It looks so beautiful and awesome. And then we go up the trails, and the trails are really dynamic. You know, there'll be mud, and then there'll be like a puddle, and then it goes like way uphill, and then there's, just like open, like wooded area that you can like see all the way back, and it just got this bed of leaves, and it and then there's a swampy area, and if I could be like, I wouldn't just be low to the ground, but I'm saying that would make long range my favorite thing, hands down. We would do less FPV streams, and where are we going today? We're going to go somewhere sick. And that would be so interesting to watch and so much fun, but you can't do that. You got to be 100 feet, 150 feet above the trees with good line of sight. Maybe my dream may come true in 2050. Like, I don't, it ain't cracking right now, but yeah, just bringing this up and then hearing like you guys talk about it, just now I'm like, I've just teased myself. Like, that's what I want. That'd be so fucking cool. I mean, the only way I could see of doing that nowadays, like...
You can fly low with long range if you are stationed in a high place.
Right, but with the kind of areas I'm talking about, there's going to be, like in the middle of a heavily wooded area, you're going to have issues. So, if I was rich... and I could just buy like 300 acres, and then I could just litter it with fucking repeaters, and we just like literally put repeaters every 500 feet or something like that. Just litter the property with repeaters. Then maybe it's possible. That'd be fucking incredible. That'd be so cool. If I hit the lotto,
I thought they have a repeater now.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why I'm saying you got to be rich. Like, I mean, to do what my vision for like how sick it would be to fly the way I want to fly, we'd need repeaters everywhere. I need to have many acres of land.
Without a GPS.
I'd have to have batteries and repeaters and solar, and it'd be fucking insane.
Someone's yard or the road.
Doesn't follow stuff. Yeah.
Repeater on a Mavic at 1000, Ukraine style.
That's risky, Emperor. Wait. I mean, they're mostly using fiber optic, right? Barbecue. They're still doing repeaters? I thought that was easily thwarted. I mean, if 1,000 feet does it, hey, it's cheaper for the rich version of me. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine.
I think there is still lots of radio quads flying.
Okay. For like, not super in there stuff. Yeah. That makes sense. Like, outskirts stuff. Dude, you need a battery, and you need a repeater, and you need a battery. I literally I pay somebody to fucking wire acres and acres of property. It's a fucking $15 million
I think
project?
the jammers are only on the expensive shit.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really follow that. I just know that they use fiber optic and that the jammers just make them fucking useless. But yeah, that makes sense. I mean, military's only gonna, in war, they're only gonna, I mean, they're burning through so much capital. They're gonna only use exactly what they need to use. But yeah, I mean, it's a thing that's never gonna happen. But putting repeaters and batteries everywhere, or doing repeaters, batteries, solar.
The risk is what will keep me excited.
Yeah, I think that would keep me awake. The, like 6-minute flight time, that would keep me awake. I could handle that. I think. Like I said, I would start like I think 15 minutes or so. I'm checking out. Like I'm like, what? Oh shit, where am I? Oh wait, did I set? You know, like I'll just start forgetting what to do. That's how it works for me. My ADHD takes over and everything just crashes and burns. Yeah, man, that would be sick. That'd be so cool. So every 1,000 feet is about where you like is the so we'd have a repeater grid every 1,000 feet. It'd be the first like I would do these FPV streams with it would be like a 10 million. No, it would, if we just did, you know, like solar, you know, I'm not like, if I piped like electricity to all of them would be fucking crazy. But no, I mean, you know,
I don't like very long flights. I think 10 minutes would be the limit for me.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to do, but unless we get my wish, then I would want to fly for hours. But that's not grounded in reality. But yeah, how sick would that be? Every 1,000 feet in a grid, a really dynamic property with cool trails and like some cliffs and some other shit like that. And we can go anywhere. We can go high, we can go low, we can go in between. That's my dream. Like until we had this conversation, I didn't realize that was my dream. That's my dream. That would be fucking amazing. It'd be crazy because like, I don't know. I think like if I live stream something that outlandish, it might bring in like views, but it'd be funny to like spend like a few $1 million. It wouldn't be that expensive, but I'm just throwing out numbers. It'd be funny to spend an exorbitant amount of money. I mean, you know, if we're talking it's 300 acres of property, yeah, it would be insanely expensive, but it'd be funny to spend an exorbitant amount of money and then your audience is like 20 people total. I wouldn't give a shit though. If I had the money, I'd fucking do it. I'd do fun, interesting things. I'd help people and I'd do cool shit. That's the way it should be. Help people first though. God damn it. Now I want to fly. I want to fly out my window. And I want to go to like, we have a lot of awesome trails. So we have this one park that's by our college called Rice Creek that has like 25 miles in trails. Fucking such a cool area to explore when you hike. God damn it, I would love to fly there. It'd be so fun. Live. It's just no good to me I don't want to fucking, you know, and you know, and not just have it shit out. Because obviously I could go there, record my footage. I could, you know, fly it maybe down a little bit, but after a while it's going to shit the bed. I'm not going to go through 25 miles of trails, but I could do it a little bit. But that would be my dream. I'm flying from here. We're flying from the dirt church, which it's 2 miles away from me. So 2 mile. And then you're going in circles, 25 miles in trails with tons of cool places to explore. Goddamn, that would be so goddamn cool. I hate now that that's something that I want that I'll never have. You guys ever do that? Come up with this, like, it's not impossible, right? It's a thing that could happen right now, but it's so unaffordable. The only, like, I don't even know. We'd have to buy a piece of property, rally the entire FPV community. I don't know. I'm in the US, so in the United States, every one of them would have to like pay a membership to fund. And there's not enough people to do that. Like if we bought like a 300-acre piece of property, put fucking repeaters everywhere, and just made the most insane FPV experience ever for like long range like exploration. It'd be so cool. Not totally impossible, but it's completely outlandish, exorbitantly expensive, and will never happen. But because it's possible, I'm upset right now. God damn it. I gotta make that louder. Yeah, Bot Grinder has that. Yeah, he's got that little slice that they're doing that he hasn't worked on that in a while, has he? They got that little slice that they were doing like but it's not like, not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is like miles of just exploration. That's what I want to do. And not that it would be safe to fly a drone around the city, but I mean, this little guy's, it's 2.5 inches. It's not that dangerous. Imagine. Oh wait, he bought that piece of property out in the middle of nowhere? I didn't realize that. I thought he was like,
I like bot, but I knew that idea wasn't gonna pan out.
Yeah. I thought he did that with a few people or something. Yeah, I think that's true, Emperor. TTS is slow, so I'm always reading the messages before TTS.
You can fly anywhere if you were stationed right. I know it sounds crazy until you try it.
No, it's true. You're right. Yes, with donations.
Yes, with donations.
But like just even going around the city, I'm not saying like I think open props around people's not a great idea. But imagine we took a 70 or like, you know what? The Mobile 8. Do I still have that fucking frame? I think I finally threw it away. The Mob 8 frame is like almost like a 2-inch frame size. But imagine I just take that frame, I fly out my window, and we just go down the city streets. How fucking fun would that be? It would be so cool. Just explore the city. Explore, like, any of that would be so cool. But, you know, it's just not, it ain't gonna happen. I wouldn't even get to the end of the block, and it'd go to shit. You know, with flying low. I'm talking about specifically flying low. We need a whole FPV city. All the people in the city are FPVers. Our tax dollars go towards making crazy FPV shit. That's going to be the future. So, like, as economies grow in size, they trend towards...
I guess you could do it with a 4 grams Mavic, but that wouldn't be fun to fly, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, could you? Low? You can't, right? How could you fly low? That's what we're going to do in Greenland? Good God.
That's what we're going to do in Greenland, hee hee. I mean, our phones work low.
Oh, yeah. God, those things are not fun to fly at all.
So why wouldn't a 4 grams Mavic?
I hate that it's saying 4 gram. Oh, you mean 4G? Like, I thought you meant the Mavic 4. You mean literally 4G? Wait, what? You can do Mavic on cell signal? I'm so confused. Is this true? You can fucking... There's... Is that what you're talking about? What? There's a cellular dongle? What the fuck?
Yeah, they sell a 4 grams dongle for Mavics. I don't know the details of how it works.
Oh my god, that's fucking insane. Ah. I literally just thought you meant like the Mavic. I didn't even know what I thought you meant. That's fucking so cool.
It is kinda crazy that anyone can buy that, isn't it?
Yeah. What? That's like blowing my mind. Why can't if this is where imagine fucking like calling up what's his name, Carl from HD0 and going, dude, please, you got to make a fucking new you got to make a new flight stack with a 4G chip in it so we can just fly fucking anywhere. It'd be so bad. It'd create problems, but that is crazy that anybody can buy that. But imagine if we had access to that in the FPV community, that'd be I mean, there you go. As long as you get good cell signal, that fucking solves the problem. I didn't know that was a goddamn thing. You can't use it with it. Yeah, no, how does the dongle work? Now I'm going to look at a video. Hold on. I'm just like, I'm like, I'm all fucked up. You've blown my mind. I'm like, I don't even know what to say. A year ago. Let me.
This product right here. It is called the DJI Cellular Dongle 2, compatible with the DJI Mini 4 Pro and the DJI Air 3. Now, if you don't know what this piece of kit actually promises, let me tell you, it is pretty impressive. Essentially, by attaching one of these to your Air 3 or Mini 4 Pro, what it can do is utilize the mobile phone 4G network to control your drone and provide that video feedback. Essentially, yep, as the theory goes, if you had unlimited battery, providing you had a 4G signal, you could just carry on flying massively beyond visual line of sight.
Oh, but it's so awesome. Fucking, what the fuck? When did you...
These new Mavics have like 40 minutes battery life too, I think.
Find it, in because if you lose that,
I want to see it on a Mini though. Is it like, where is it mounted on a Mini? It's showing it on a bigger one. Dude, I never thought of cell.
You can fly through the sewers if that 4G chip is 4 grams, man.
Fuck. Air 3. Unlimited drone range. Fuck. God damn it, barbecue. Why didn't you stop me in my tracks and say there's a 4G dongle? Then my fantasy could have just gotten way more realistic. I would have said, like, let's get Carl from HD0 to like make a version that works with just FPV drones. And doesn't add like a billion grams in weight, and I would have went in that direction. Fuck the repeaters, fucking shitty ass repeaters. Oh my god, you cooked my brain. So, like, hold on, let me find the meme. Like,
okay, so Mavic exploration stream when?
Yeah, exactly. Oh. Actually, I gotta fix the fucking Mavic first. It's happening. This. That's the age-old meme. Dude, that would be pretty sick. I do hate that they're open prop though. for something like that. And in the that's
now you know why Trump banned DJI. That are crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. I didn't know that was a thing. Holy shit. Dude, the Mavic though is a DJI drones are paper. They're made of fucking paper. Except maybe the Neo because it's so light. But it's really easy to break these fucking things. I am really thinking about how I could do an exploration stream. You know, I mean, you know.
Yeah, but it's hard to crash them too. You're just a pro.
Yeah, seriously. It didn't do the it didn't give me the warning beeps, and I fucking backed it into a tree when I was doing I was in orbital. So annoying. Anyway, I still got to fix that. I still got to figure out how to loosen those screws. I'm like literally, the screws have fucked me. And it's literally, I can't fix it because of screws that are stripping. I'm trying to think of like, I don't think it'll work with air units because it's got to have like the interface. It's got to work with a flight controller. Because the air unit doesn't have an interface for inputting that, I don't think. I mean, maybe. I don't think it does, though. I mean...
Yeah, probably not with the air unit.
Because you only have that 6-pin thing. I mean, if... For this little guy, that's a little heavy. That dongle. But... Yeah, I still...